It's a good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get into our top story then. 6 suspects have been killed in a shootout with police in the Eastern Cape. The incident took place on the N2 in the Ndabakazi area in Butterworth. It's alleged that the heavily armed group was traveling from Cofimvaba when the incident occurred. A vehicle belonging to one of the suspects went into a river during the chase. Police diving units are searching for more bodies. The identities of the suspects are still unknown. Let's move on over to Ntsiki Nohiya, who is in Butterworth and joins us live for a quick update on this one. Ntsiki, I don't know if you could share just a little bit more detail with regards to this. What is it that you know?
Good evening, Arabile. What we do know from the Provincial Police Commissioner General Ntsiki Nohiya is that these suspects were traveling from the unknown location. But what we do understand, at least from one of the senior officials from the police who didn't want to be mentioned, is that they were coming from Cofimvaba from attending a meeting when they came across the police. And when the police tried to stop them, because they are the wanted suspects, they've been looking for them, they've been hunting them, and they are allegedly involved in a number of crimes. And when they saw the police, they tried to run away, and they started shooting at the police. In fact, they bumped into one of the police vehicles that we saw. I'm not sure, Arabile, if you can see behind me, it's too dark, but the crime scene is still active. One of the cars that bumped the police vehicles veered off the road and plunged into the river on my right-hand side. And the Police Commissioner General Ntsiki Nohiya explained that these occupants, these suspects were on the run. Police were on their heels when they came across them, and when they tried to stop them and search them, on hearing that there were firearms on board the 2 vehicles, then they started shooting at the police. Let's take a listen at what the Provincial Commissioner had to say.
They tried to stop them once more. The police tried to stop the suspects, whereby the suspects started to shoot at the police. A shootout ensued, and 2 vehicles that were involved also at some stage bumped at the police vehicles, also shooting at the police, while shooting at the police. Out of that, there's confirmed 3 occupants in 1 vehicle that have been shot dead, and the other 3 in the second one that has left the road into the water. So currently the diving unit is currently looking at whether we have more bodies or more persons that are in the river. But we can confirm that 6 of the suspects have been shot and killed by the police.
Yes, Arabile, as the Provincial Commissioner is mentioning, that there were 3 occupants in 1. In fact, 3 suspects have been killed in 1 of the vehicles, and another 3 were in another vehicle and in other vehicles. And what we do know, and in fact, what we saw, Arabile, earlier on, is one of the suspects, dead on the other side of the road. And as the police commissioner is saying, that the police divers are still on the river here on my right-hand side, searching for possible more other bodies, as they believe that it couldn't be that there were only 3 occupants in those big SUV vehicles, and also commending the police for acting swiftly after they got a tip-off that these suspects were heavily armed, and they were from Cofimvaba towards Umtata. Arabile.
Ntsiki Nohiya giving us the latest on that situation. Thank you so much for that. We'll continue to update, of course, as and when we continue to get more information on this story. Thank you so much for that, Ntsiki.